Hello guys, in this lecture we are going to learn about the basic workflow of AutoCAD tools and how to use them to create drawings quickly and with 100% precision. So let's get started. Open AutoCAD. On the start page you can see the by default template for new files is our My Architectural template. Click on the Start Drawing tab to create a new file. From now onwards we do not have to set up units again and again. It's already there. Before we start drawing, switch off the Smart Snap tools. We will take help of these tools later on in the next lecture. Keep in mind that only in this lecture we are going to draw objects by providing coordinates of points. Drawing a plan through coordinates is a slow and an old process. We are only learning this as to clear our core concepts of AutoCAD. From the next lecture until the end of this course, we will use Smart Snap tools to work in AutoCAD. This is how we professionals work in AutoCAD. Now let's understand how to use AutoCAD tools. We are always going to start a drawing with the help of draw tools. These are the core tools of AutoCAD which will help us to draw the basic shape of our plans. In AutoCAD, there are two ways in which we can activate a tool. Either you can click on the respective tool icon from the ribbon panel, or you can use its shortcut command. Click on the line tool to activate it like this. You can see a crosshair cursor has now changed to a plus sign, indicating that the tool is active. To come out of a tool, you will need to press escape key on the keyboard. Now the cursor has changed back to the crosshair cursor with little box inside it. This box indicates that it's back to its normal selection mode. You can also activate the line tool through a command. Press L on the keyboard. A list of the tools will open up on the command line. By default, line tool is at the top, so press enter to activate it. You will see that in AutoCAD most of the tools can be quickly activated through its shortcut command. Most of the time we will be using these shortcut commands to activate the tools. You can find these shortcut commands for all the tools in our AutoCAD 2020 commands PDF file. Now you can see the command line states that line tool is active and it is asking us to take an action, which is to provide a starting point. A line always requires a starting and an end point. You will see every tool will require different parameters to be entered in order to draw them. You can hover on the tools for a few seconds to know more about these parameters. Coming back, either you can click on desired drawing area to provide the starting point like this, or you can type the coordinates for the points in the command line. Let's start with the origin. Type 0, 0 and press enter. Now it's asking for the second point. Click on the desired location or provide a coordinate in the command line, say 2 feet, 0 feet. You can find this fit unit key to the left of the enter key on keyboard. Press enter to make the line. Here you can see a line has been drawn. Let's continue drawing the lines and see what we can draw. So provide the next point as 2 feet, 7 feet. Press enter. Then 5 feet, 7 feet. Press enter. 5 feet, 0 feet. Press enter. And 14 feet, 0 feet. Press enter to make the line. Now press enter to come out of the line tool. This is the door opening that we provide in a commercial and residential buildings. After the placement of door frame called chocket and floor construction, roughly the door height comes out to be 6 feet 6 inches. This is the bare minimum height we should provide to a door. Let's see the dimension of this door with the help of a new feature of AutoCAD 2020. In the utility panel, click on measure tool. This tool will help us to quickly see the dimensions. Bring the cursor inside the door opening like this. This measuring tool has quickly shown us the dimension of the door. Door opening height being 7 feet and its width being 3 feet. Once you have started using a tool like this, you can escape it by pressing enter as well. Again, pressing enter will activate the last used tool. We will be using this feature of AutoCAD a lot for achieving a fast workflow. By now, you would have experienced that looking away from the drawing area again and again towards the command line to enter values is distracting and time consuming. So looking at this problem, AutoCAD engineers have moved the command line functions close to the mouse cursor. To activate this feature, click on Dynamic Input tool from the status bar. If you are not able to see this tool, then click on Customize button and select the Dynamic Input tool. Activate it. If it's not, it should look blue when active. Shortcut for switching it on and off is F12 key. Now you can see whenever we activate a tool, a mini command line is created near the cursor. Wherever the cursor moves, it moves with it. From now onwards, we will always keep the dynamic input tool on for quickly entering the values. Now coming towards the dynamic tool, as we have told you in the ending of coordinates lecture, the first coordinate that we will enter will be treated as absolute coordinate. After that, all coordinates will be treated as relative to the last one. This change from absolute to relative helps us to draw quickly in AutoCAD. This nature of this dynamic tool can be verified by its properties. Right click on the dynamic tool and open dynamic input settings. Click on the pointer input settings. Here you can see the second and the next point's coordinates will be treated as a relative. Now with the help of dynamic tool, let's draw a line with certain angle. Activate the line tool with its command. Here you can see now the L input is entered near the cursor. We do not have to look down towards the command line to choose the tool. Press enter to activate it. First coordinate is always going to be absolute. So enter 30 feet, 0. Zoom out and zoom in to this area. Next point will be relative to the first one. So enter 5 feet, 0 to form a platform. As you know, after the first point, line tool works in polar coordinates when dynamic tool is on. This is why it's giving us to enter the length or the angle value. We want to enter the angle first. So to enter the angle, press tab key on the keyboard to activate the angle box. Enter 9.5 degree and press the tab again. Here you can see it has adjusted itself to the given angle. Now enter a length value of 42 feet 5 inches. Use shift key with the colon key to enter inch unit. Then form a straight platform by giving a relative value of 5 feet, 0 feet. Then 0 feet, minus 7 feet down to this point. Then enter minus 46 feet 10 inches, 0. Press enter to end the process. Press enter again to come out of line tool. Here we have formed a ramp which goes down in the basement parking of a multi-storage building. The max slope that we provide is 1:6. That means it roughly falls down 1 feet after every 6 feet. In degree, it turns out to be 9.5 degree slope. The second most common tool that we are going to use will be rectangular tool. The command for the rectangle tool is REC. Press enter to activate it. You can activate it with the draw panel as well, whichever way you prefer. First we have to provide a starting point for the rectangle. Let's enter 7 feet, 2 feet 6 inches for the starting corner of rectangle. As we know, the second point will be treated as relative to the first one as the dynamic tool is active. This will actually help us to simply enter the length and the height of the rectangle directly. The x coordinate will be the width and the y coordinate will be the height. Without the help of this dynamic tool, we have to enter the coordinates of the second corner from the origin, which would have been tedious. Let's enter the value 3 feet 6 inch width, press comma to switch to the y coordinate box, type 4 feet 6 inch. This is a window opening that we have drawn. We can check the dimensions with the quick draw tool like this. The sill height of window opening is generally kept at 2 feet 6 inch and the lintel level is kept same as the door height. Height of window then comes out to be 4 feet 6 inch. Press escape to come out of quick dimension tool. If you would have noticed, when we activate the rectangular tool, it gives us additional options as well. Chamfer, elevation, fillet, thickness and width. The same option can be assessed by pressing the down arrow on the keyboard like this. Let's try the fillet option. What fillet does is that it rounds the corner of rectangle. It's asking us the radius of the rounding that we want to do for the rectangle. Enter 3 inch and press enter. Draw the rectangle freely. First point and the second point like this. So these additional features inside the tool will help us to draw certain type of figures quickly and easily. We will explore more options as we progress along the course. Let's move on to polyline tool. A polyline is a collection of connected series of line segments like this rectangle. The shortcut to polyline is poly. Type PO and choose the second option from the list. You can select it from the draw panel as well. Let's form an arch door opening from it. Provide the first coordinate as 14 feet, 0. Now the coordinate will be relative to the first one. So enter 0, 7 feet and press enter. Now press the down arrow key to see what other options we have. We need an arc. So select it from the list and press enter. Provide coordinates 4 feet, 0. Now we need a line. So select line from the drop down list. Provide the coordinate as 0 feet, minus 7 feet. Press enter. Finish it with coordinate 7 feet, 0 feet. Press enter and then again press enter to come out of the polyline tool. Select the first door. You can see each line is separate from each other. Whereas when we select the arch door opening, all the lines in the arc selects as a single unit. Working with polyline object is easy. Like if you do not want this much high arc for the door opening, you can simply select it like this, move the arch downwards. We will learn more about this in the later part of this course. Undo the changes by pressing Ctrl+Z on the keyboard. Coming to the circle tool, type C and press enter to activate the circle tool. Let's hover our cursor on the circle tool for a few seconds. It says first point that we have to give is the center point and the second one is the radius. So let's draw it. Zoom in a little bit. Click here to provide the center. Give it a radius of 0.5 inches. Let's see, other than radius, what options we have got. Choose the diameter option instead of radius. Click here to provide the center point. Provide 2 inches as dia and press enter. Press enter again to activate the last tool used, that is circle tool. Click here for center point. Choose dia from the list. Provide dia as 4 inch. Here you can see we use 1 inch pipe for electrical conduits in which electric wires run. 2 inch pipe are used for the main water line that comes from the roof tank. 4 inch pipe are used for carrying wastewater from the bathroom to the municipality sewage line. Press middle mouse button twice to see the entire drawings that we have drawn. In the same way, we will use the other drawing tools as well as we progress along the